The Crunch open up the Calder Cup playoffs tonight at home against the Cleveland Monsters. Game 1 of the North Division Semifinals. First ever playoff series between the Crunch and the Monsters, and it all gets underway tonight. Best of 5 series. Home games 1 and 2 for the Crunch before the series shifts to Cleveland for Game 3 and potentially a Game 4. The Crunch should have home ice advantage for an, if necessary, Game 5 the following Saturday. So not this weekend, but next weekend if necessary. But it all gets underway tonight between the Crunch and the Monsters. A tremendous regular season for Syracuse came to an end last weekend with the Crunch clinching the North Division. 47 wins, 102 points, tying franchise records. Their second division championship in the last 3 years. Their third in 7 years with the Tampa Bay Lightning, and their fourth ever in franchise history. So very successful regular season for the Crunch. Now they've got to start from scratch again as they open up this playoff series tonight against the Monsters.
Well, it's 0-0 tonight. It's all over. I think we got to be happy with what we have accomplished, but now it's the challenge shift, and for us it's only a matter to go out there and do our things. It's a 0-0. We know it's a short series, best of 5. It's a tricky one, but we play in front of our fans here. We're a rested team. We're healthy, so it's time to play hockey.
It's just to make sure, like I said, that everybody's ready. You know, I think everybody sees it with the NHL right now. The playoffs is a different animal in hockey. So we got to be ready. We got to know what we're doing. We know they're going to be coming, so we got to be ready.
So tonight it's Game 1 of the North Division Semifinals between the Crunch and the Monsters. Syracuse finishing first in the division, second overall in the American Hockey League with their 102 points. So they're the number 1 seed in the North Division. Cleveland came in as the lowest ranked team among playoff teams. They finished 9th overall in the Eastern Conference, but 4th in the North Division. However, they finished this season very strong. They've been in playoff mode really for the last month or two of this season, and they got in on the very last day of the regular season and a win over the Toronto Marlies. They needed some help as well. They got that help, and they finished the year with 84 points, 4th in the North Division, and that's where they stand as they head into the series tonight against the Crunch. Should be an entertaining first-round series. The Monsters have won Calder Cup championship. They haven't made the playoffs since winning that title back in 2016. They won their final 9 games of the postseason, so Cleveland enters with a 9-game playoff winning streak entering play tonight. This is their 3rd ever playoff appearance. For the Crunch, they have won 6 straight North Division semifinals games dating back to the 2017 postseason. They won the final 3 games against the St. John's Ice Caps. They swept the Rochester Americans in the first round of the playoffs a year ago. That's what they bring into the matchup tonight with Cleveland. It is the 3rd ever playoff series in the Calder Cup playoffs between Syracuse and Cleveland, and the first in 66 years. Hope you can join us in the War Memorial Arena tonight. The Crunch, one of the best home teams in the entire American Hockey League. Their 27 home wins led the league. 750 points percentage at home was tied for the best mark in the AHL. So certainly need the fans to be loud here tonight as the Crunch open up the playoffs against the Cleveland Monsters. Hope you can join us here from Syracuse. If not, you can catch the action on ESPN Radio and AHL TV. Countdown to Crunch Time presented by Supercuts gets underway at 6:45, and then it's Game 1 of the North Division Semifinals. The Crunch and the Monsters tonight from the War Memorial Arena.